let's get started. So it's a nice, simple core session today. So we're working with quite a few newer exercises. So we're going to run them through as a straight circuit. When I say new, there's all variations on familiar exercises, but you know, with a little tweak in them to make them feel a little different. A couple of familiar ones as well. What we're going to do, just 8 exercises, 1 minute per exercise, have a minute's rest, and then we're going to do that 3 times. So very simple, very straightforward. Most of the exercises have a core focus. I'm going to demonstrate them right now, and then we'll crack on with the workout. Okay, so the first exercise, now the last couple of sessions we've done the tap down 180 squat jump, if you remember that. So we're getting down, up and round like that. What we're going to do today is we're going to really work on the squat jump, but we're going to really focus on the downward phase of the squat jump. So making sure that you get down into that squat. So what we're going to do is something called the dead stop squat jump. Okay, so what we're going to do, you do your squat jump, and when you land, breaks down. Hold for 1, 2, 3, up, 1, down, 2, 3, jump, 2, 3, jump, 2, 3, like that. So from the side, jump, sit, hold, 2, 3, jump. So what you're doing there is taking the momentum completely out of it, ensuring you get down into a nice full depth squat pretty much, and then driving from the bottom of that squat position into a nice powerful jump, and then repeating that. So we're going to do that. That's the first exercise for 1 minute. The next exercise then is we're going to get down on the floor. This is going to be a pretty common theme then for most of the moves we're going to do today. Very core focused today. So what we're going to do is a straight leg reverse crunch. So in this position here, straighten the legs up. Now all I want you to do, it's a really small movement, is just take the tailbone up off the floor by a couple of centimetres. So you're just going to go up, down, up, down, up, down like that. Now you can assist this with your hands up like this and press down, or if you find the straight leg version a little tricky, you can do that with a bent knee to make it a little shorter, and perhaps bring the knees a little closer to you, so you're not going quite so vertical, and you're just bringing the tailbone up off the floor. So a couple of options. You've got the straight leg option where the heel just goes straight up, hands back, up, like that, or you can assist with the hands, up, like that, or you can bend the knees and bring the knees a little closer to the chest, up, like that. But it's a very small movement. What it isn't is a fast movement. There's no momentum in this one. It's about slowing it down and just squeezing, bring it down. Squeeze it, bring it down. Okay, again, a minute on that one. The next one is a nice familiar one from what we've done over I think we did this on Sunday, which is the rotating hip dip. So we're in this position here, and all we're going to do is just take the hips down one side, up and across, down the other side, up and across, down one side, up and across, down the other side, up and across. So that's the rotating hip dip. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're back up onto our feet, and we're going to do something called a skier rotational hop. So all you're going to do is little springy legs, and you're just going to turn 90 degrees to the left and 90 degrees to the right and bounce in the middle. So you're going to go. So it's not quite, we've done a ratchet squat, which is a bigger movement. This is faster, more contained, and very much about that rotation through the trunk. So I'll try and walk forward away from the squeaky bit of the floor. So in this position here, and you soft, springy knees, but you're taller, you're straighter than a squat, and you keep it together. So you're rotating the hips like that. Again, based on one of my signature dance moves. Okay, so next thing we're going to do then after that is we're back down on the floor. And we're going to do a variation of the plank called the Dolphin Plank. So we've done plank pike in the past, which is this one, where you take the hips up. In this case, all we're going to do is round off the back. So you're pushing the middle of the back upwards, like a dolphin, and then you're coming back down. So you come up onto the toes, push away, and down. Of course, you can do this on the knees, or, which I might well be doing as we get in later on into the workout, you can elevate, and again you can do the rotating hip dips on this. elevate on a piece of furniture and push up like that, and then come flat. Push up and then come flat. Okay? Thing to bear in mind, these are long sets. If you feel you're losing the shape of any of these exercises through the sets, there's a minute on each one. Just have a little break, shake it out, and come back to it. Work at your pace, be strong throughout, okay? Next thing we're going to do now, after that, is the side plank with the leg straight. And again, this is quite a challenging one to do for a whole minute, so coming in and out of it as and when you need to. In this position here, hold the side plank. Now, side plank is pretty challenging anyway, and then all I want you to do is swing this leg front and back. So some modifications on this. You can do this on your knees, in this position here. Again, make sure that the glutes are engaged, you're pushing the hips forward, and just swinging the leg front and back, like that. And by swinging the leg, what you're doing there is just sort of changing the momentum and changing your sort of body position ever so slightly, and you have to work to stabilise it. Of course, what you can do as well is elevate on a piece of furniture and swing front and back like that. And you can even elevate on your knee on a piece of furniture if that helps, swinging it front and back. We're going to do a minute left and a minute on the right hand side for that one. And then to finish, the last exercise we're going to do is a squat with a crisscross jack. So, this one, you sit down in this position here, and all you're going to do is you're going to come up, cross the feet over, like that. Then you're going to go back down to the squat, and you're going to come up, cross the feet over like that. So at speed, it looks like this. Like that. Okay, and those are the 8 exercises. Let's get started. So we're going to do a minute on each exercise, working through in sequence without any sort of program rest, but of course, take the rest you need. Minutes rest at the end of the circuit, and we'll do each circuit 3 times. Okay, so I'm going to pull my timer up, and we'll get cracking. Okay, so we're going to start with the dead squat and squat jump. When you're ready, into position, down into the bottom of the squat, and off you go. Jump, down, 2, 3. Jump, down, 2, 3. Jump, down, 2, 3. Up. Find your time. Take it easy. So you're really putting the brakes on controlling that descent as you sit the hips down. Take it to a stop and drive. Take it to a stop, drive. Take it to a stop from the side. It looks like that. Drive. 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 Keep it going. Switch. Five seconds. Next exercise. Reverse crunch. Down onto the floor. As I said, 3 options. This is the knee option. It is quite challenging for the minute. Squeeze that midsection. Get that tailbone off the floor. If you want to get your hands down, also fine, and you can assist with that. Squeeze. You really want to feel all this work in here. And again, of course, you can bend the knees and do it that way. So just bringing the tailbone up, off the floor. Okay, onto your front now. You're going to move into the rotating hip dips. In this position here, take the hip down, bring it up and round, down, bring it up and round. Keep it going. You do have to adjust your feet a little bit on this one as you're going from side to side. Keep going, keep moving. Nice and easy. Nice and steady. it down to the floor if you can. As close as you can, and back up into that plank position and back up. A little bit up. Again, as I said, you can do this on your knees or elevate. Up onto your feet. Next thing I'm going to do now is ski rotational hops. Keep the knees nice and springy. From side to side. Again, we're still working with rotation through that midsection. So this is just get breathing a little bit more, a little bit faster movement before we get down, back onto the floor again. Okay, next exercise, plank, side plank with a leg swing. Into that position here, hold that line, swing the leg, front and back. Now this is quite the challenge for a minute. So like I said, you can elevate this, you can do this on your knees, whichever one works best for you. 30 seconds in. You can switch it to your knees if you want, if you've been doing it on your toes. If you were doing it on your knees and it's starting to feel a little hard, elevate it up onto a bench. Not long, just 10 seconds, then we're going to switch sides. 5. Swap it over. It's a long hold, that one. It's a long hold, so modify it as and how you need to. Onto the other side, and again, swing those legs. So it's a tricky one because you've got that forward and backwards movement. You're constantly adjusting. So you've got to stop yourself from rolling backwards when the leg goes back. You've got to stop yourself from rolling forwards when the leg goes forward. And again, whoa. As you go through the set, think about resetting. If you need to go onto the knees, that's absolutely fine as well. I'm going to shift onto my knees. Now to here, hold that line, swing it backwards, swing it forwards, but just keep the core tight so you're nice and stable. Okay, just realise, another case of forgetfulness here, we've missed an exercise out, which is the Dolphin Plank, which we're going to get onto now. So that's onto the front, in this position here, and just push away, and then back down. Push away, and then back down. Push the shoulders away, push the elbows away, close off the back, the chest, bring the belly button up, throw it up as if someone's got a string in the middle of your back and they're pulling you up, and bring it down. Up, and bring it down. Good job. And up, and bring it down. So you're really working that section along the front, really working the midsection, really working the core. 5 seconds. And back down. Onto our feet now. With that squat crisscross. So here, crossing the legs. So alternating one hand, one foot over the other. going. Find a rhythm on this one. Make sure you get down into your squat. It's quite a wide squat. And take a rest. 1 down, 2 to go. So, have a little breather. Think about how that felt working through each of those exercises. Think about where perhaps you can push it, where perhaps you need to modify it to make those moves a little bit more manageable. But really good stuff, guys, really good stuff. Just keep focused now. And again, there's those little kicks up in pace. So we've got those jacks, we've got the rotational hops, and then we've got the dead stop squats as well. So those are more explosive whole body moves, and then we're very much working on the core then for the rest of the workout. Okay, so we've got 10 seconds. Moving into round 2 now. So, stand up nice and tall, get ready, get into your squat. In 3, 2, 1, squat, hold, jump, down. Squat, hold, jump, down. Squat, hold, and keep it going. Keep it going. Lovely work, guys. Sit it down. Keep that focus. Try and get some air. On this, I'm just trying to get my head out of shot on my jump. See if you can do the same. Not long, and then we're down on the floor for the crunchies. Crunchy. Keep it going. Down on the floor. Into position, legs in the air, and tailbone off the floor. Control it. Might take a couple of reps just to get this going. It's a small move. It's not one that's going to really hammer your heart and lungs, of course, but you will feel it in the lower abs. Get the hands down. If as the set progresses, you start to feel that you're losing it a little bit, you're not getting the same range of movement, and modify it down as you need to, when you need to. Okay, onto our front next for the rotating hip dips. Into position, hold the line, and rotate. Nice and smooth. Smoothly does it. Hips to the floor, and bring it up, and bring it round. Try and get a wide arc on this if you can. Bring it up, bring it round. Bring it up. If you hit that arc like that, it really starts to work the core. You really start to notice how it's working the core. Okay, we've just got just over 5 seconds on this, and we're on our feet for the rotational hops. Up we get, guys. Rotational hops now, more rotation, but a little faster. That's it, and find the less squeaky bit of floor. We're going to come over here, a little bit off centre. Keep yourself, your trunk facing forwards, and it's the hips that are rotating. seconds, and we're into the Dolphin Plank. And down you get, guys. Dolphin Plank now, number 5. Hold that position, and then push away. And then bring it down again. Beat. Deep breath in. Push away. Bring it down again, smoothly. Beat. And again, the mods on this are knees or elevating, whichever works for you. So you find the level that you feel the work. But I don't want anyone struggling on this one. Obviously you're working, obviously you're training. It shouldn't be too easy. But find the level that you can complete each rep of the exercise with good form, with good shape. And moan up and down as you need to. 5 seconds. Whew. Burning a little bit now. Okay, let's go on to the side and do that side plank with the leg swings. Hold that position, push the hips forward so you've got a lovely line through the body. And just start small with your leg swing. And then take it up. Maybe make it a little bigger. A little faster. Entirely up to you. See how long you go. If you feel you need to get onto your knees, I'm going to shift onto my knees for a bit. That's absolutely fine too. Or even elevate on a piece of furniture with your elbows. Or even elevate and on your knees. So whichever one works best for you. And then move back. 15 seconds left on this. Change it over. Onto the other side, exactly the same. Get stable first in that side plank position, whether it's on your feet or your knees. Start with a little small rock, and then build. As you get more confident in the position and controlling the momentum of the leg, then you can build your swing, make it a little harder, make it a little faster. But it's entirely up to you how you use the exercise. That's the important thing. Feel good. Feel strong throughout. Keep it going. We've got 20 seconds on this. I'm just going to shift to my knees. Hold my lines and just stand strong a little bit. Ten seconds. Go back to my feet now. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Up onto the feet now, and it's that squat, criss-cross jack. So down, feet in front of each other, feet behind. So crossing everything over at the front. Good stuff. Keep going. Keep going. Find your rhythm on this. Get that squat down. Nearly there. Good job. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. Take a breather. 2 down, 1 to go. Have a drink of water, have a rest, and then we'll get into the final circuit. But great stuff, everyone. And again, just think about how those exercises felt, what you need to do to make them manageable, not easy, but manageable, so you can feel the work. Whether it's slowing the pace down, so you can control it a little bit more, changing your body position ever so slightly, so you feel more in control of the movement, you can push a little bit harder, Whatever works, especially with these floor moves, with these plank moves, you can lengthen or shorten the body. You can change your body position, come up onto the elbows, or even onto the hands, or use a piece of furniture. Okay, so we're going to start with the squat jumps. Off we go. Down, up, up, hold at the bottom, drive it up. Hold at the bottom, drive it up. Last one of everything now. Keep it going. This is essentially an extremely strict squat jump. Take it down, hold, drive from that dead stop. There's no recoil on this, there's no elastic movement, no bounce, taking the bounce out of it. So it's all power from a standing start. One more, down on the floor for the crunches now. Into position, hands behind the head if you can to start with, heels to the ceiling, up you go. Shift your weight onto the shoulders as much as you can. So taking the hand up helps because it changes your body weight distribution. Just allows you to get a bit more control over the lower half of the body, so you're not rocking forward as soon as the tailbone comes off the floor. And again, mod this as you need to. Keep it going, 10 seconds. Okay, onto the front and the rotational hip dips now. Onto that elbow position, hold it, take the hips down, take it up, round, big circle, try with a really big circle. Big circle. Big circle. Big circle. See how that goes. You can do it a little flatter as well. That's absolutely fine too, so you're hitting that straight line. If you take the big circle approach, you get a little bit more movement through the core. Just make sure you're coming down to a straight line at some point on the side. 10 seconds. Then we're up on our feet for the ski and hops. Up you get, guys. Try and find a non-squeaky bit of floor. No squeaky-ish. Not long now. Nice, bouncy, quick and easy movement. Keep going, 5 seconds, then we're into the Dolphin Plank. Down on the floor, everyone, down on the floor. Into position, hold that straight plank line first, then push the elbows away, push the shoulders away. Push the belly button upwards, push the centre of the chest upwards, and then take it back down to that flat line. Hold, and then squeeze again. Take it up, and again, you can mod as you see fit, whether that's on your knees or elevating. Hold, or elevating on your knees. Squeeze, up onto your toes, really go for it with the body. Push down with the elbows and the toes, and push up with the back. And again. Push, squeeze, and then bring it down. Good job. And again. Push, squeeze, hold. Okay, onto the side. Going to work with those side planks and the leg swing now. So, onto your side everyone. Find your position. Point the toes forward. This is a challenging one, so I'm going to be modding it. I'm going to be changing my position to allow me to get through it. Make sure you do the same. Hold the line as long as you can. Okay, change my position. Move on to my knees. Still working it now. If you're still on your toes, well done. Keep it going. Doing brilliantly. I'm going to go back up the toes. Take a breather. Swap sides. Safely change. Onto the other elbow. And again, start small and build. Nice, smooth movement. Holding that plank line and then just adding a little bit of complexity. If you feel like you just need to readjust, just bring that foot back, reset your side plank, and then get going again. I'm going to adjust onto my elbows. Just give my arm a bit of a rest. And the good thing about doing it on your knees is you can get your foot and your knee down, so it just makes it a little bit easier to stabilise. Two, one, sit down. Up onto your feet, guys. Up onto your feet. The last exercise, squat, criss cross, criss cross. Keep it going. Nice and easy. Nearly there. And take a breather. And that's it. Nice and simple. 8 exercises, 1 minute per exercise, 3 circuits, and we're done. Well done, guys. Make sure you have your stretch. Take care.